If you still crop your photos like this to publish in Instagram, today I'm gonna change your world, as in this video I'm going to show you how with new AI Generative Fill from Photoshop you can transform your photo and reach literally any possible ratio. If you're ready, launch your Photoshop beta version and let's do this! So I opened my photo in Photoshop Beta. If you still don't know where to get Photoshop Beta version, please check my video over here, where I share everything you need to know, where to get Beta version, how to work with Generative Fill from Photoshop, and many other tips and tricks that will be very useful for you. So to prepare photo for Instagram, let's take the crop tool from the left toolbar and set up the dimensions for the Instagram post. Now, instead of cropping the photo, let's click on the border with left mouse button and just drag the borders. And let's place me in marks in the center of the image by clicking with left mouse button on the photo and drag it. And when is everything quite look good for you, press enter. Our next step will be covering the transparent areas of the photo. For this, let's take the rectangular marquee tool. Click with left mouse button and select the area where you can see the transparent background, and also be sure you selected the area of the background of the photo that Photoshop is going to use as the example of the background it needs to create. Also, to add new areas to the selection, hold Shift on your keyboard, wait until little plus icon will appear near the mouse and click on the photo and drag a new selection area. Now the moment of magic is coming, because we are going to generate a new background by using a Generative Fill from Photoshop. For this, just click on Generative Fill button and be sure you don't add any text prompt into this box, because exactly when you leave this box empty, Photoshop generate a new background based on the surrounds. Let's click on Generate button and wait until Photoshop do all work for you. Just in a few seconds, you will see how this photo will be transformed completely. And quite now you can see the amazing results we reach as Photoshop repeated some windows, repeated the castle walls, repeated flowers and leaves around. It added some very strange object on the background, but this is the beauty of Generative Fill, as you can check and other options that Photoshop provides for you. For this, just click on this arrow, or you can click on any of these squares appeared near the variations. I will click on arrow and wait until Photoshop will show me another option. This one is much better. I like that nothing distracts on the background. And another one. Oh, this is the best, because I love how flowers appear on the background as well. I will go with this option, but be sure this is not the end, as we are going to make it even more harder for Photoshop right now, as we are going to transform our photo from the vertical into the horizontal photo. For this, let's create a new layer over here. Just click Ctrl-Shift-Alt-E combination on your keyboard and new layer will automatically be created. Let's repeat our action by choosing the crop tool and setting new ratio for the photo 16:9. To make the ratio cover whole photo, because this is our goal, just click on the frame with your left mouse button and drag it. Repeat the same action with another side of the photo. Click enter. And now let's repeat the same action as select the transparent areas with a little bit of background and ask Photoshop to generate a new background for us. Take any selection tool. In my option, it will be rectangular marquee tool. Select the transparent areas. I will select a bit more of the background. Ctrl-Shift and wait until plus icon will appear near the mouse to add the new areas to the selection. Repeat the same action for the another part of the photo. Click on Generative Fill, leave this box empty and click Generate. And let's see how Photoshop will deal with this task. It's much more complicated, because you can see we literally have another whole photo to create based on the Generative Fill feature. I see that we have a bit gaps over here and also something strange is going on over here. But let's see what other version Photoshop created for us. For this, I click on the arrow. Photoshop decided to add new people on the photo. Okay, let's click one more time. Wow, this is something. Okay, let's repeat the same action. Perhaps we will get something better. Quite not bad. I see still a bit of difficult areas. Let's check what it has in another options. This is much better, because you cannot quite be sure that it wasn't an exterior of the castle. And let's click one more. I think this is the best areas. I would fix a bit this area by using a stamp tool and a few more combinations, but you can see that photo that was like a half of the current photo transformed completely, and I'm a bit shocked. Put your like under this video if you really enjoyed this transformation, because I'm ready to play with this feature like for hours and see what else I can create for my photos. But at this moment I would like us to go in further and create a more difficult task for the Photoshop. Let's again take our crop tool. Let's change our ratio to the Instagram and let's drag by the border to make it even larger. Click enter, and at this point let's take a rectangular marquee tool, select the areas that we would like to work on. I would like to generate the roof of the castle with perhaps clock tower and so on. So I visit this castle quite often and will be very interested in how Photoshop can recreate the roof or take any other roof from any other castle. So let's click Generative Fill, just paste the one text prompt that I come up with and click Generate button. This is wow, this is completely not the castle I walk near every day, but this result is crazy. Just look at this. Let's see other options we have. This is quite fair, but I would never go with this one. And let's see the last one. I think this is also very pretty, but this is a bit such oldish style. I would really like go with this one because this is a crazy transformation. Please let me know in comments down below if you would ever think that this photo was generated by AI feature and not just taken on the place. As you can see, this photo is completely ready to be uploaded in Instagram, and now you can be sure you will not lose a single detail of your so precious photos. Please leave your big thumb up for this video if you really enjoyed the process and you are ready to experiment with your own photos. And of course, if you want to take the best from expert settings for Instagram, just check video over here where I shared what settings you need to use for your photos to publish in Instagram and save the best of their quality. And of course, stay tuned with the new editing tutorials on the channel. I will be very happy to see you. See you very soon. Bye bye.